Morning, everyone. We are at the start of day 2. Been sitting here enjoying the sun coming up. We slept a lot later than I think either of us were expecting. I didn't get up till just before 7 o'clock, and I mean, like, to actually like wake up and get up and start moving around. And now it's almost 8:30. Just been enjoying the lake lounge at camp. With everything going on and some of like the stuff that I saw in the news last night, good chance this might be the last opportunity to do this for a little while, so taking full advantage of just enjoying nature and being out here. Cart's starting to get packed up. I'm gonna start getting packed up and finish out this last 13 miles. There's some animal activity. Been hearing the crows this morning. Pretty sure I heard a porcupine last night. And that's about it. A bunch of owls, but I don't remember hearing the owls too much after I laid down. But yeah, that's about it for now. It is cold, so got to get moving. Got to start warming up a little bit and actually put these nice comfy quilts away. But I'll catch you guys in a little bit. There was a nice little climb coming up out of camp. Nothing crazy, just a little gradual climb. Just the right thing to help get the blood flowing first thing in the morning. You said this road goes to a hunter's club?
Yeah, this is the, we'll actually skirt along it all the way down to Choke Creek.
So I've done this part of the trail too. I remember crossing that road. So, I haven't done a whole lot of the South Loop to the Pinchot. I've done like bits and pieces of it here and there. And because of this section's swampy reputation, I've done it all in the winter. And the last time I was down in this area of the trail, it was all snow covered. So every once in a while I'll catch like bits and pieces of the trail that spark a memory, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been on this section, and that road crossing was one of them. So far on the South Loop, I've at least come this far in the past. I think the access point in the Choke Creek is where I bailed out, like where you can hike out that parking lot.
Yeah, that's where we're making a right. And the road's off to the left.
Yeah, I think I made that left. I think that's where I ended this part of it for me. But yeah, good hike so far. Getting a lot of that sun. Between hiking and that being out, should warm up pretty quickly today. At least we'll warm up quickly. Yeah, it's interesting, the little things that spark memory like that.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know what a green tunnel is, that's kind of what they're talking about. All canopy, no exposure. Oh, little exposure. Kurt's being a good Samaritan right now. So this is the trail in some spots. Hasn't been too bad this morning with how cold it got last night. Things are pretty well frozen. Seems like everything's just starting to thaw out.
Did you almost go in?
The trekking pole just sank, and I couldn't get it to pull out. And I was like already committed to my step through, so I was like stuck in between.
Nice campsite.
Yeah.
As with so many campsites, they're like right on the trail. This is the trail.
Yeah.
Not bad. Kurt pointed out earlier that there's a lot of beaver activity on this creek. So even though you have water source here, you definitely want to make sure you treat it well. Just to make sure that you stay healthy and not end up with a bad trip. We're exploring more along the creek. We got to this little bend in it, and Kurt pointed out from the other side this looks like one big tree. If you can see, it is actually two trees that have grown together. Pardon the shakiness, I'm walking on a lot of rocks right now. Yeah, hopefully that's coming through on the camera for you guys, but that's pretty cool. If you didn't notice this joint right here, and if you didn't look up further, you'd never know. Now we are making our way towards Choke Creek Falls. We decided that that is where we're going to have our lunch for the day. Kurt said it's pretty much the halfway point for the hike, so that'll make a nice stop. Relax, eat a little something, and continue on. Man, this beard is probably crazy from camping last night and having my neck guard on. But if you can probably hear, we are near Choke Creek Falls. This is where we're going to be taking our lunch break. So let's go over and take a look at them. So I've seen more than enough pictures and video of these falls. They're so much more impressive in person.
Oh yeah.
Look at the ice right there. The section of forest we got to now is really nice. Tons of moss. Just a little bit different than what we've seen so far. It's probably the most green we've seen on the hike. But and this used to be all private land that the state took over. And Kurt was saying some of the campsites are already here because of like the hunting club. So there's a few campsites, but there's tons and tons of awesome camping opportunities in through here. It's been a little while since I filmed last, but it's been a little harder to navigate everything. This section has a lot of dead leaves down, and we've been coming across more rock garden areas, so I've been trying to watch my footing. Just got done climbing up a pretty long section, but not too bad. We are making our final push up to the stone tower. We just came up this, and some parts of that, don't let it fool you, are reasonably steep. And we're getting towards the end of our day, and that steep section is a little rough on the body right now.
It sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. I'm just trying to be nice about it. But we're gonna go back into the woods here, and we have a little bit more climbing up to the stone tower itself, and that should be it for the majority of any climbing. Might be like little ups and downs here and there, but yeah, the worst thing ahead of us now will be the road walk back to the main parking lot once we get out of the woods. That is our stone tower, and if there is a different one, neither of us know about it. But yeah, trail comes up right over there, and it's gonna continue down that way. We are, what, like 2 miles left? Something like that? So yeah, not too much left for the day. It's like right around 2:30. Come out to this. It's a pretty straight shot. There is a blaze towards the end. It did weave around a little bit back this way. But, yep. Some muddy spots hidden in here. Doing the south loop in the counterclockwise direction that we did the loop. This is where you come out at. Nice little wooded area, and then you get the road hike back to the main parking lot. Well, we're done. It was a good hike. It was a good weekend. Yesterday was a little on the cold side with how windy it was, but even that, it wasn't that bad. But today was beautiful. The only chilly spots were when we got really into the shaded areas in the beginning, but a lot of cars out. Now, with all the craziness in the world right now, don't know when the next trip may or may not be, but until then, we have some ideas to help keep everyone entertained. But as for that, everyone stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll catch you later.